Back on our show this Friday, and Rabbi Harley is with us. He's going to tell us about the Holocaust Commemoration Ceremony that's coming up. But first, you have a feel-good story about a dog losing weight, huh?
Oh, we just have a dachshund, and you work with them, you keep them healthy. They have infinite appetites to do that. But it's like if you teach them the good habits. You know, my wife works with the Good Food Project, and teaching healthy eating, people actually learn. But that's not why I'm here today. This is to talk about the Holocaust commemoration, a very difficult but ultimately very inspiring subject. You know, we're bringing in a survivor. His name is Manny Klepper. He lives down in Lafayette because he's got a daughter who teaches at the university there. And Monday night, we're going to start the program at 6:30 at the Holocaust Memorial. That's downtown, 4th and Elliott. This town should be so proud of having a Holocaust memorial in the middle of town that talks about the Louisiana maneuvers, the training of the troops who won World War II. Right here, we can be so proud of us, about Anne Frank, about the pastor who fought against the Nazis. Well, Manny is typical of many of those Jewish families that had to really struggle to survive. He was a little kid. His family got moved out of their small town because they lost their store, and they were living in their grandparents' place, and the Nazis came in, trashed their home. But neighbors, including nuns from a convent just down the road, helped to save them. Now, a year later, Manny sees these same nuns, this is in 1939, together with their priest and a local rabbi, caught by the Gestapo, lined up against the wall and machine gunned to death. So there were incredibly courageous people. There were horrendous tragedies happening, and we're going to try to talk about both of those from a survivor who really personally lived through this, and there are not many left at this stage of time. So we're going to start at the memorial at 6:30, and then we go over to Emmanuel Baptist Church that has been hosting this program for years on Monday night. For those of you who don't get to see Manny on Monday night, he's also going to speak at Louisiana College on Tuesday morning. Yeah, he's going to speak there at 11 o'clock at Louisiana College in the Gwynn Auditorium. And so that'll be great. And something I didn't even tell you about because we've just put it together, LSUA is having a panel of professors talking about resistance, the people who fought against the Nazis. And we're going to tell a story about Hannah Senish. She's he was a 20-year-old paratrooper who got dropped by the British into Hungary to fight against the Nazis. It's just this amazing thing. So LSUA is Wednesday night. We're even connected to you're going to, I'm sure, hear about this march a week from Saturday on the 16th for the victims of violent crime. That starts at the Holocaust Memorial. That goes to the Domestic Violence Center. So it's all connected. And then just to make life more complicated, a week from Monday on the 18th, Dr. Roy Hart, he's a retired psychiatrist, is going to talk about the mind of the tyrant, about Hitler and how Freud and other psychiatrists viewed the Nazis. So the big program is this Monday night at the memorial and at the church, and that's what we hope everybody will remember. But there's a lot more happening, and it's always tragic. I mean, how can you not feel the tragedy of the Holocaust?
Stories we need to remember and say.
Yeah. But we have to remember those who fought back. And everyone who survived, just like Manny's family, everyone who survived was a resistor. They had a fight against despair, okay? And boy, if they could do it back then in those situations, imagine what we could fight against today.
What a perfect opportunity to learn about the history.
It is.
Right here in Alexandria.
And really feel uplifted by it. And again, be proud of what we do and how we commemorate it today, and certainly what our soldiers did back in World War II.
Wonderful. Rabbi, thanks for coming by. Again, Manny will be speaking Monday night, 7 o'clock at Emmanuel Baptist Church here in downtown.
That's right. We'll start at 6:30 at the Holocaust Memorial, and we'll move down to the church.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thanks, Rabbi. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for the chance. Great to see you both.
It's wonderful seeing you today, and best to you, Rabbi.
Parkinson's disease. This is Parkinson's Awareness Month. April is. We'll talk about that when we return.